I was inspired to come on this trip because I believe that the ability to stretch oneself is what makes each of us have the opportunity to do things we would not normally do, to get out of our comfort zone, and to then realize that getting out of our comfort zone is not as difficult as we might have thought it would be.
I think the whole experience of being in a group for 10 days really helped me see myself in a different way, and the relationships I have, and how amazing each individual within this group is, and how we all have our strengths and our weaknesses, and we are all there to support each other. The group that has been with me on this trip has been absolutely impressive, and each one had opportunities to shine. And on speaking day, amazing to see people step up and share their information and share their message about what's possible for them and the different avenues that you can explore. If you're into growth and learning, and you have a passion for service, I mean, this was the best trip ever. The best trip ever.
When we take time to be in silence, it's amazing what we hear. And what was interesting for me is I found it really hard to be present. I was focused on, well, where do we end up? What great and wonderful thing awaits us when we get there? And I reflected on that because I was like, you're doing that in your life, where you get so busy of this goal and that goal and that goal. But I forget to just be in the moment and making sure that every day I'm using my senses and looking around me and seeing ants, a trail of ants. That was one of the most fascinating things. I thought, how often have I actually noticed ants in my life?
I really felt like I wanted to give back in some way, that there has to be more to life than just going to work every day. So having the contribution day was a big thing for me, and not realizing until I got here that it was way more than that.
Just to get there and see the children was amazing. And they come right up to us and grabbed our hands and introduced themselves and took us on a little journey.
The San Francisco School of Organic Farming and Sustainable Farming made a huge impact on me, because it's teaching children how to live in this world in a way that is mindful, environmentally conscious. They're able to be in the garden, work with their hands, work with their bodies, move their bodies, and learn. San Francisco School is a model for other schools that can be developed around the world and in many places.
This trip I had an opportunity to go deeper with the natural life of Costa Rica. We went to the Manuel Antonio, the park here, and had a wonderful guided tour of it. The guide pointed out things that I never would have noticed. And it was, wow, so much nature, so much beauty. From the monkeys to the sloths to the gorgeous crabs and crocodiles, even little crocodiles that we saw show up. Wow, I was really surprised and delighted by the abundance of the natural life here. Really, really enjoyed it. one of the biggest observations that I have is that we really are a part of something bigger, and that something bigger might be the Earth itself, it might be the universe itself. It's that I really have learned to appreciate my connection with something bigger. And you know, it's the community, it's our planet, it's the nature, it's the gorgeous sky above us. There is a great sense of peace that I'm taking away from this place with me, that I really am connected. And you know, it's not something that I reflect on very much at all when I'm back home and at work and busy about my day. So it's been a really, really fascinating and rewarding trip.
I can feel a shift within me personally, and the shift is releasing the old and embracing that which lies ahead of me.
We're all united by being inside this kaleidoscope that we're in, and we're all part of each other's prism. And I really feel so grateful for having been on this trip with all of you and learned so much about myself. I have had some big surprises about what I've thought and felt and experienced here, and it's all because of you guys. Going away back out of the kaleidoscope when I go home again, and I will be a changed person.